The temporal device on my wrist hummed, a familiar sensation just before the world dissolves and reforms. I wasn't in my own time anymore. The air felt different, drier, filled with the scent of lotus blossoms and strange, almost electric ozone. My mission, to observe an alternate timeline, one where the heretic Pharaoh, Akhenaten, didn't fail. In my history, his attempt to replace Egypt's pantheon with a single sun god, 18, was a brief, chaotic chapter, quickly erased by his successors. But here it was, everything. I stood on a wide alabaster boulevard in a city that wasn't Thebes or Memphis. It was Akhenaten, the horizon of Aten, but magnified beyond belief. Instead of crumbling ruins, I saw towering obelisks of polished granite, their tips capped in shimmering electrum, reflecting the sun's rays like a second star. Massive, elegant barges, powered by some silent, solar-driven technology, glided along a network of canals that crisscrossed the city. The hieroglyphs on the walls were different too, simpler, more abstract, all praising the singular glory of Aten. This wasn't just ancient Egypt. This was a global superpower, a civilization that had leaped thousands of years ahead. Their understanding of solar energy was centuries beyond my own times. I saw devices in the street that purified water with focused sunlight, and public transport that moved silently on rails, shimmering with heat. Their art, no longer bound by the rigid traditions of the old gods, was fluid and breathtakingly realistic. In a grand museum, I saw sculptures that captured human emotion with a grace that rivaled the Renaissance masters of my timeline. They had achieved a scientific and cultural golden age, all powered by their devotion to a single, solar deity. But as I spent more time here, I noticed a chilling undercurrent beneath the gleaming facade. This world, born from a singular vision, had no room for others. There was no pantheon, no diversity of belief, only Aten. In a public square, I watched as priests of Aten, clad in stark white robes, publicly denounced a group of people from the distant north for clinging to their heathen gods. There was no debate, just condemnation. Their beautiful culture was built on an ironclad dogma. Anyone who didn't worship the sun was considered primitive, unenlightened, an obstacle to progress. This empire's reach was absolute. I accessed their historical records, a vast, light-based data network. The cultures I knew from my own history, the Greeks, the Romans, the Persians, they were either assimilated or simply footnotes in the grand, radiant history of Aten's chosen people. There was no Parthenon, no Roman Colosseum, no epic tales of gods and heroes from Olympus. Their philosophies, their art, their very existence had been absorbed or extinguished by this monolithic, sun-worshipping culture. The world was more advanced, yes, but it was also smaller, homogenized. Staring at a colossal statue of Akhenaten, his elongated face gazing serenely towards the sun, I felt a profound sense of unease. His revolution had succeeded, but at what cost? In my timeline, his failure allowed for the messy, chaotic, beautiful diversity of human belief to flourish. It allowed for Greece to rise, for Rome to build its empire, for countless cultures to have their moment. The failure of one man allowed for the success of countless others. This world was a masterpiece, but a sterile one, a single, perfect note held for eternity. My own history was a symphony, full of clashing chords and soaring melodies. With a heavy heart, I keyed in new coordinates. My next stop, ancient Greece, in my own timeline. I needed to see the Parthenon being built, to hear the philosophers debate in the Agora, to remind myself of the beautiful, imperfect world that Akhenaten's failure made possible. The chronometer hummed once more. Thank you for watching, and follow for more.